Consumers around the world are concerned about the food that they are consuming, and they are also concerned about the use of synthetic additives in foods, and this has forced food processors to find ways to produce food products without the use of these additives. Therefore, there is a need in the food industry to find clean label products. In this context, the inclusion of medicinal plants into food products is an excellent strategy to produce functional foods because plant based extracts are rich in phytochemicals with particular importance due to health beneficial effects. Therefore, it is reasonable to imagine that over the next few decades, the uses of natural extracts from the medicinal plants will rapidly increase. In this sense, the search for new, effective, and cheap sources of bioactive compounds is attracting food industry interest. However, it is important to study the implications on sensory characteristics of natural extracts of medicinal plants on foods to select specific raw materials. Some of them of residual origin are especially promising due to their lower cost. Natural extracts from medicinal plants can thus be used as effective strategies for the production of functional foods, therefore achieving a significant increase in social and environmental sustainability. However, extensive research on sensitivity characteristics, antioxidant, antimicrobial sources, optimization of concentration of the extracts, and a better knowledge of the mechanisms of the implication on shelf life of food is still required. Medicinal plants or medicinal herbs have been identified and used since ancient times to improve the sensory characteristics of food. The main compounds found in plants correspond to four major biological classes or biochemical classes: polyphenols, terpenes, glycosides, and alkaloids. Plants synthesize these compounds for a variety of purposes, including protection of the plant against fungi and bacteria, defense against insects, and attraction of pollinators and dispersal agents to favor the dispersion of seeds and the pollen for the propagation of the plants. Nowadays, there is also a growing interest in medicinal plants as natural alternatives to synthetic additives in foods because herbs and spices are generally recognized as safe and are an excellent substitute for chemical additive. The major activities of extracts and herbs from medicinal plants are antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, bactericidal, antiviral, antifungal, and preservatives for food. The use of natural preservatives to increase the shelf life of food systems is a promising technology since many vegetal substances show antioxidant and antimicrobial properties. Taking into account all these considerations, recent change in legislation controlling the use of animal feed additives and increased demand by consumers for healthier food products, if possible free of chemical additives, have stimulated interest in bioactive secondary metabolites from medicinal plants as alternative performance enhancers. Since ancient time, medicinal plants have been added to improve the sensory characteristics of food. These plants have been gaining importance in recent years as potential sources of natural food preservatives due to growing interest in the development of safe and effective natural food preservation. The use of vegetal substances with antimicrobial and antioxidant properties to increase the shelf life in foods is a promising technology. The objective of including functional ingredients into foods is not only concerned with providing it with certain desirable properties but also an attempt to change its image in these health conscious days. In the market of functional food, rapid progress has been made in the development of its kind of food based on the results of studies on food components providing positive health benefits over and above nutritional benefits. The reduction or elimination of synthetic antioxidants in the elaboration of food could shorten the shelf life, and this is the main concern for the marketing. As an alternative to synthetic antioxidants, natural extracts can be used from plants such as grape, olive, sesame seed, tea, soybean, rosemary, thyme, etc. with rich antioxidant properties. Antioxidant compounds are usually added at a moderate dosage level since high levels of inclusion may mechanically cause adverse effects through pro-oxidative actions. Between the strategies used to include natural additives, food can be modified by external addition in the elaboration of these products or by the addition into the animal diet of these extracts where these ingredients are able to eliminate or reduce components that are considered harmful. Work around the world in various laboratories provide enough evidence now for the use of natural extracts from medicinal plants in the food preservation process. Different studies found several interesting compounds in the plants and have demonstrated the antioxidant and antimicrobial activity of the plants in a wide range of activities that we see in and around the world. It is, however, also important to highlight that various species of plants are used for various medicinal purposes not only by modern humans but various tribes from a pre-archaic ancestral time or even from the time when humans were hunters and gatherers were used to use various medicinal spices and herbs as a source of their natural medicine. Through trial and error, over a period of hundreds and thousands of years, humans have collected knowledge about various uses of plants and how they could be used and utilized for medical treatment as well as for enriching immunity and helping to sustain a healthy life by acquiring natural resources available in close proximity to the human society. These formats are still important, and it is very interesting to note that they are essential. Various research has identified that plants are a great resource for humans and they need to use it with judicious caution. Overexploitation of the medicinal plants for the purpose of harvesting due to the tremendous need in the pharmaceutical, nutraceutical and the functional food industries are causing medicinal plants to be collected and harvested from their natural habitats in huge and massive numbers. Marginal farmers, tribal communities, people living in the forest or in the forest fringe areas, in remote rural areas, are being pushed in exchange of a small amount of money in collecting these plants, are harvesting them throughout the year without giving them any chance to regenerate. As a consequence, hundreds and thousands of medicinal plants across all the continents are showing signs of endangerment, and many of them have already become highly and critically endangered. These are very important facts that we need to realize, that unless we are able to commercially generate the medicinal plants and harvest them properly, if we continue to harvest them for various industrial use from forest and other natural resources and wilderness areas, over time, several of the important medicinal plants that we are interested in exploring for our industrial as well as medicinal and commercial uses are going to get disturbed because of the breakdown in the supply chain as a result of the loss of these medicinal plants from their natural habitats. Hence, it is very important that as human society we need to understand and realize that it is our role that we should be protecting medicinal plants and then use them not only for the purpose of medicinal plants but extending and expanding its use in not only in case of allopathic medicine but also extend its application in holistic medicines such as the Ayurvedic system, the Siddha, Unani and the homeopathic system, as well as in the extension of medicinal plants as used in Tibetan and Chinese medicinal system, as also indigenous African and Latin American medical systems and various medicinal systems practiced by the Aboriginal communities across North and South America. These indigenous knowledge associated in the extraction, storage, preservation as well as multiplication of the plants need to be retrieved by modern researchers and utilize them in the process of the conservation of the various medicinal and nutritional plants so that we are able to use them properly for various industrial as well as our medicinal purposes for ages to come. Shoykot Kumar Basu, Bureau Report, Kalinga Chronicle TV.